must help yourself. But that does not mean you will be alone. Look.
Am I going mad? This is the one that's supposed to be our leader? Give me a break. I should be in charge of this group. I'm the real Spider-Man.
I don't know what kind of mind game this is, but I'm the real Spider-Man. The real Peter Parker. Guess again. See, Pete, old buddy, we're just as genuine as you are. But how can that be?
Sorry, Peter, but there can only be one. Anyways, welcome back, true believers and all you spectacular Spidey fans, to another really interesting Spider-Man PS4 related video, and specifically a hugely opinion-based video at that. So, in case you guys couldn't tell, in this video, I'm going to go over my personal top 5 picks for my top 5 favorite suits within Marvel's Spider-Man, aka Spider-Man PS4. Now, keep in mind two things. One, this is all my own opinion. If you like a certain suit that I do not have on this list, that's absolutely fine. These are just my personal top 5 picks of the alternate suits that are in the game, and we are not going to include the advanced suit or the classic suit, since the advanced suit is pretty much the default costume of the game, and the classic suit is just the classic Spider-Man suit, so it'd be kind of a cop-out to put that on the top 5 list. And also, it is not going to include the suit powers that each suit has, but mainly just how each suit looks, from the textures that Insomniac put into them to their unique designs, to how they look in the game overall in different times of day, to all sorts of things like that. And for suit mods and suit powers, you can expect that in another video, but we are only going to look over the looks of each suit. So let's go and start off with my first in the list, which is going to be the one on the bottom of best, in the sense that this is the best in the top 5, and then we are going to end it with my very, very most favorite alternate suit within the game. So, the last one that I have on the list at number 5 is the all-new, all-different, amazing Spider-Man suit, which looks fantastic. The red and the blue shine off so vibrantly with the metallic textures that Insomniac implemented within this costume. I love how brightly lit the eyes are and the logo is as well. The huge spider logo just looks great on the front and the back, and I love how it also glows in the dark in a really cool way. And also when you see the textures in the lining within the blue parts of the suit and even on the red parts with the webbing, it looks very, very metallic and even sewn in at some points. Even though it is a metallic costume, I love how it's like a mixture of armor and fabric at the same time, and I love how they incorporated the classic Spider-Man lenses within the face shell of Spider-Man's mask, but they also have that squinting feature, and they also glow in the dark just like the spider logo does. And I think that the glow in the dark effect mixed with the vibrant textures of the reflection, of the suit itself with the fabric and everything, it looks phenomenal. And swinging around in this suit in the daytime, sunset, and nighttime all looks fantastic, because some of these suits you can only look cool with them during nighttime or daytime, but this suit looks great every single time of day, and it just looks phenomenal to wear, swinging around, fighting bad guys in. It's absolutely phenomenal. So that is number 5 on my list with the all-new, all-different, amazing Spider-Man suit. Number 4 is the Scarlet Spider. Ben Reilly himself looking clean, and it's funny that Insomniac have said that all these suits are one-to-one in terms of design. They made them look exactly how they look like in the comics, but they added new textures and new design patterns for each costume. So even though, like for example, the all-new, all-different suit is indeed a one-to-one replica design from how it looks directly in the comics, the Scarlet Spider is just one-to-one with the blue hoodie, the huge black spider logo, the huge white eyes, but the textures on the suit is what makes it on my top 5 list. I love the intricate weaving of the padding and the fabric just woven into the suit. You can even see how, even though it's just a game's costume, how digitally vibrant and how great Insomniac put these textures within this suit alone, with the stripe patterning on the pant legs, the bracelets on Ben Reilly's wrists, with his leg bracelets with the web cartridges and his web shooters and the web belt, and his eyes, the eyes themselves with the lenses looking so clear, and you can even see the detail in the lenses themselves when you go into photo mode. It looks super realistic and great looking, and this is my favorite iteration of the Scarlet Spider suit ever, especially with the shoes. The shoes look like the same shoes that parkour/freerunner people wear in real life, incorporated into the Scarlet Spider costume, and I love that slight detail that they put into this specific costume. This is easily one of my favorites, and again, it looks great in the daytime, nighttime, just when swinging. Even the hoodie and the strings of the hoodie flap when you're swinging around. They kind of flow with the wind, and then they go crazy when you're fighting enemies. I love every single piece of detail that Insomniac put into this one costume, and it's so crazy that all the other suits look just as detailed, if not more detailed, than this one. And this one is easily deserving to be on my top 5 list because of how great it looks, and this is easily, again, my favorite version of the Scarlet Spider suit that we have ever seen. So that's number 4 on my list of my favorite suits. Number 3 is the Infinity War Iron Spider suit. Just from off the get-go, from the trailer, it looked phenomenal. In the lighting of the sunset looks the best for this costume. Of course, this is footage of me swinging around in the daytime, but again, you have the glowing eyes, the glowing bits on the costume with the wrist, the web shooters with the lights on them, and the wrists and the belt too, and just the iron detail is what really shines about this, is because it's called the Iron Spider, of course, so it's made out of a really huge metallic fiber element incorporated into this costume. And the great thing is that Insomniac and Marvel actually cooperated with Marvel Studios to take the assets from Infinity War's CGI use of Tom Holland's version of the Infinity War suit in that movie, and just used it directly for this game. So basically, every single piece of detail from this suit in the game is the exact amount of detail that it has in the movie, just in the game, and that is absolutely phenomenal. And one of my favorite features about this suit is that even though the eyes squint in cutscenes, which is fantastic, my favorite part about it is that if you're swinging around in this suit in the nighttime, the suit will actually rust. The suit actually starts to rust during rain with that weather and in the nighttime. If you see this close-up shot right here, you see the front of the logo is rusting a bit, the blue parts are definitely rusting, and the mask itself is kind of getting a bit less detail than what we usually look like in the daytime. And I love that detail within this costume. Not only does it look just like how it does in the movie, it looks even cooler in the nighttime because you see how the fabric is even rusting with the rain and the weather within the game. And of course, its suit power is awesome, but I don't want to get into the suit powers too much in this video. Just how the suit looks itself, the Iron Spider suit looks fantastic. So that's number 3 on my list. Number 2 goes to the dark suit. Now, I get it. This suit does not have any suit power per se, but again, this just goes off the look that the suit has. And for look-wise, visually, the dark suit is one of my favorites. This is the closest thing that we can get to the black suit, because as we all know, if you saw the post-credit scene, we are most likely going to get the black suit in a sequel, or maybe DLC, but I mainly think that Brian Natar, what he said is that we are going to get the black suit saved for a sequel, most definitely for Spider-Man PS4, which is so exciting. But this is the closest thing that we have to the black suit in this game, and it looks phenomenal. Not only do I love the look of it with the eyes being so cool looking with just flat out red eyes, and they squint in cutscenes and they pop out so vividly at nighttime, and the suit looks best during the nighttime because you look super stealthy too. The red spider looks phenomenal. The design, I think, looks so cool. And even on the hands, if you look at Spider-Man's palms, he has the Black Widow symbol on his palms, which is such a cool feature that Insomniac added, and along with the little claws and talons that he has, and the fabric within the stitching. Some parts are armored, some parts are clearly woven and stitched in, that you can see how visually compelling all these suits look. The dark suit is so close to the top of my list because of how you can see the detail in the shoes, the arms, the mask itself, the eyes, the fabric in the claws, and the detail on the Black Widow symbols on the palms is so intricate. And this is one of the few suits that actually features heavily on the hands of the costume, because some suits don't even have, gloves or a fabric on the hands. This having a fabric on the palm of the costume, I think, is so cool, and such a little feature that is so it pays off in such a long run when you actually look at the suit fully in depth, especially in photo mode. Looks phenomenal. And when you're fighting bad guys too, you feel like an absolute badass. So that is what I have for my 4. The very, very top number 1 suit on my top 5 personal picks for favorite suits within Marvel's Spider-Man is the comic book vintage suit. Of course, there's no doubt. You see it in the thumbnail. You knew it was going to be on this list. And let's face it, there's nothing to say. Absolutely nothing to say about the suit. It's flat out incredible to look at. The fact that Insomniac before said we were not going to get any animated-like suits within Spider-Man PS4, of course, it was a red herring, because flat out right there, you get the comic suit in this game looking just like it just jumped straight out of the comics, and is a huge throwback to Ultimate Spider-Man, the video game, with that game having an awesome cel-shaded art style. and that just looking in next gen on a PS4 Pro in 4K looks absolutely fantastic. Swinging around in this suit in the daytime, sunset, or nighttime, it never gets old. This is just the classic suit, but with a new, shading on it, a new graphic style implemented within it, but it just looks fantastic. When you fight bad guys with this suit, you feel just so comedic and classic at the same time. Even though its suit power is quips, which some people don't like, I find it to be absolutely hilarious. But again, just the detail in the suit itself, it's just a classic suit with a cell shading art style, but the fact that it actually has the cell shading art style within this game, in the next gen graphics, when you're swinging around the city, fighting bad guys, and just interacting with civilians too, it's just the coolest thing to wear, and it's absolutely surreal seeing that cool classic comic book vibe pop out on screen in such a cool way. But anyways, guys, that was my list for my top 5 favorite suits within Marvel's Spider-Man. Again, this is purely based off of the visual aesthetic that each suit has. Nothing of this is official. This is all just my opinion. So let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below about your personal top 5 suits within Spider-Man PS4. Do you hate some of the suits that I picked on this list, or do you love every single suit that I put on here? Again, this was from order from the best in the sense that I like it a lot to I love it the most. So again, to recap, it goes in order from 5 to 1. It goes all new, all different, amazing Spider-Man suit, then Scarlet Spider, then Iron Spider, then the Dark Suit, because also Black Cat made it, which is a bonus, and the number 1 pick is the Comic Suit, which is so cool to look at. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. And again, please let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. Stay tuned for another video coming soon where I'm going to go over the top 5 worst suits in Spider-Man PS4 from my own opinion. Again, not over the suit powers, just the suit and how they look themselves. So stay tuned for that video coming soon. But until then, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Stay spectacular, Spidey fans. Peace out.
Okay, Spider-Man? We don't have much time. We'd better get going.
What about him? He doesn't have any powers.
Hey, guys, don't cut me out of this. This is the adventure of a lifetime.